Hi, and welcome to day 4 of Money and More, opening to more abundance, ease, and flow. I'm Adele Michael, and I am so happy you're here because we are going to talk about energy or spirit, whatever you like to call it. I call it both. I don't really have a preference because I know some people are very spiritual and they really relate to that word, and they relate to all sorts of words that connote spirituality. Other people are more like, I'm in the energy camp. Yeah, I like using the words, the field of all possibilities. I love quantum physics. I understand that everything is energy. Wherever you are, it's fine. Whatever you name it, it's good. I'm just asking if you have a concept of something that is bigger than you. And if you don't, that's fine too. I know people who are atheists. I know people who are very three-dimensional beings. They believe that what's in the physical is all there is. Fine. That's just not who I serve best. And that's not the world I live in. I started with the mental realm with money and abundance because in this culture, we are so encouraged to use the mind, think of the mind as the most potent part of our being. I don't believe that it is, but many people think that it is. And I think the failing of that is that it gives us the illusion of control without actually having our hand on the wheel of what we're driving. Then we worked with the emotions, how to align your emotions with abundance and money. And there again, some people don't think they have many emotions, and yet they might be holding them back. The hidden emotions might be holding them back. Then we worked with the body, the physical realm. And the body, as I said yesterday, is where the subconscious lives. And as we access the subconscious, we get into the energetic spiritual realm. It's not seen necessarily. It can be invisible. I mean, I know you can do physical tests on the body, but what's underneath the substructure of the body is the energy or the spirit. So that's what we're going to deal with today. And this is where I love to live. I really love doing energy work. Sometimes it feels very spiritual, whatever you want to call it. It is really effective for changing the inner reality so that the outer reality changes. And that's, to me, that's the point of doing any transformation work, is to be changed inward so that your outward reality changes. And maybe that's why you're here too, because you want the outward reality of your money and your abundance to look different than it does today. So we're going to talk about the energetic and the spiritual aspect of money and abundance. So a lot of spiritual people that I know think that money has nothing to do with spirituality. And yet, in Roman times, the place where coins were minted in Rome was the temple of Juno Moneta. She was one of the pantheons of goddesses, gods and goddesses in Rome, and she was the keeper of the funds. She was the keeper of the funds. And so in past times, money has been related to spirituality. I think it's gotten divorced from that in our culture, but it doesn't mean that there's not a spirit of money. There is an energy of money. And the spirit of money is actually something you can speak to. I know that sounds strange, but I have a imaginary friend, if you will, that I call Moira, M-O-I-R-A. It's Irish. And she came to me one day when I was really struggling with some money issues, and she has helped me, and I asked her for help. So that's part of what I'm going to ask you to do, is to identify an invisible friend or force or spirit or energy that you could ask help from. Because if you think there were only three-dimensional creatures, you're kind of missing out on a whole bunch of the cosmos, of the universe, of what's possible for you. And calling in different energies and different spirit, the spirit of different energies, can be very, very helpful in getting you to where you want to go. So, our questions today are, what energy or what spirit are you calling in? So it could be, based on your mental, emotional, and physical background and experience, you might be calling in lack. You might be calling in struggle. You might be calling in insufficiencies or incapacities. The proof is what you're experiencing. And the good news is that once you realize, hey, I'm calling in lack, I've had enough of that, then you can start to switch. You can change the channel to calling in what you do desire. So, what energy are you calling in? And if it's not satisfying to you, what would you rather call in? So, that's your first question. The second question is, what inspires you? What lifts you up? What gives you an expansive feeling? Is it doing your work? Is it loving your child? Is it appreciating your partner? Is it doing community work? What inspires you? Because when you're inspired, you are in the energy, an expansive energy of the universe, or in the expansive spiritual energy, because inspire means to bring spirit in. So what inspires you? And what help can you ask for? So I talked to you about my friend Maura, and I know it sounds strange, but I do work with her and with other invisible allies and friends because it works. I don't know what to tell you. I can't explain it. I can't give you the theories of it. I'm not a researcher. That's not my thing. If it works, then I use it. So, what energy or spirit or what help can you ask for from the energetic or the spiritual realms? So, the tools today are asking, allowing, and aligning. So, asking for help, allowing it to come to you. We talked yesterday about receiving, how so many women have a problem with receiving. Allowing someone, even an invisible someone, to help you means that you're flowing that energy, you're flowing that spirit through you. And aligning is aligning with what you desire rather than what you don't desire. It is such a human foible to think about what we don't want rather than what we do desire. And so it's fine to say, I really don't want lack anymore. I want abundance. And then turn your focus from lack to abundance so that that's what you're focused on. And that actually is a discipline. That's a practice. That because many of us have a default to the negative, it is a practice to actually focus on our preferred future. So those are the questions and the tools. And your assignment for today, is, what is your code word for something bigger than you? Is it love? Is it life? Is it the universe? Is it the field of all possibilities? Is it God? Is it goddess? Is it spirit or source? That mysterious, ineffable essence has many, many names. People have been naming it for eons. What's your name for it? What do you believe you're designed for? Are you designed for plenty? Are you designed for more? What I know for you as a human being is you are designed for growth. And as you grow, and sometimes growth is not very pleasant, it's very challenging, or it comes about because of challenges. But as you grow, you fulfill more and more of your destiny, what you were designed to create and to be in this life. So what were you designed for? And it could be you were designed to be a happy person, or a loving mother, or a successful business person. But you have a unique design, and you have a unique destiny and future. So what do you think yours is? And the last question is, what would you do if you could not fail? What would you do if you could not fail? What would you try? What would you experiment with? What would you let yourself have if you could not fail? So that's the end of our presentation on the 4 pillars for money and more. And on Monday, I will be doing a live Q&A session here in this Facebook group. And I would love to have your questions. I would love to be able to interact with you. And that will happen at 10 a.m. Eastern on Monday, September, what's the date? The 28th. The 28th. So please join me then. And I do have an invitation for you. So you may be thinking, wow, Adele, this was a lot. And I really don't know how to dive into my mental limits or my emotional blocks or what's stored in my body. And how do I access that energy stuff you were talking about? Well, I have an invitation for you to join me for Activate Your Abundance. It's a 3-month program starting on September 30th, 2020. And in those 3 months, you'll get 2 calls a month. One call will be content. I will be presenting on 3 themes: fun for the first month, funds for the second month, and fulfillment for the third month. We'll have a content, I'll teach on the first call of the month. I'll do a guided imagery, which my clients and students tell me really causes deep and profound change for them. And what's great about that is it's customized for you because it's within your own imagination. We'll have conversation with other well-intentioned women who are expanding their own abundance. And that, I think that's really key right now for us to be in community and to be in conversation about where we are, what we desire to create, and how to get there and go there together. So community is a big part of this. So it'll be 2 calls a month, and there'll be a Facebook group, a separate Facebook group. And for the first 6 people who sign up, I am giving a free 30-minute emotion code session with me so that we can delve into some of your issues and clear the stuck emotions, which I find is really key for many women, is to clear those stuck emotions. And I've benefited from that tremendously. My clients have, and I would love for you to. So the first 6 people who sign up receive that. And we start next on Wednesday, September 30th at 2 p.m. Eastern, and it will be on Zoom, of course. All the calls will be recorded. And I don't think I told you about the second call of the month. The second call of the month is discussion, question and answer, and laser coaching. So you'll get individual attention. It's going to be a small group, and you will get individual attention every month. There is an option to add on one-on-one sessions with me, 1 a month, in addition to the group program. And if you'd like to take advantage of that, it's on the registration page, which I will post in the comments. So I would love to have you join me. And I really appreciate your being here. And on Monday, the 28th of September, we will have our question and answer. And I hope to see you there as well. Thank you, and wishing you great abundance, money, and more.